Jackson Podcast.
Man, I'm excited for this conversation today, guy, man. Real talk, man. How have your day been before we even get into any other foolishness, fam?
I mean, it's been good, bro. You know, just chilling.
Yeah.
You know, with the fam, with my daughter and stuff, and you know, had the missus over and the kids and stuff, man. Just chilling, man. Sunday.
Yeah. That's
Sunday. You know.
Only thing I've been doing today, I went to the gym, went to Trader Joe's, got me some food, been curating the podcast because you are my favorite person I have on my channel to talk hip hop, because I don't think people be passionate about hip hop like how you do and how I do. We be sending each other stuff back and forth. You be informing me on stuff that I didn't have a clue even happened, freestyles and battles and stuff. And this been a hell of a week for hip hop conversation. A lot of dope releases. And we're going to get into this Tiny Desk conversation. I think before we came in here, you said, man, you didn't break down that Kendrick verse enough on the Clipse new album. So we're going to have to get to that too, fam. I want to hear your perspective on, because when I heard him put that gin together, how he was using the bars at the end of the verse. He was in a pocket, bro. He was in a pocket, and them last bars, bro. When he them last bars he broke down when he said, "Hey, y'all say I couldn't bring on that generation, this Gen Z generation." Yeah, bro. Kendrick. One thing I love about Kendrick is he's not gonna half-ass do nothing. Nah, that's and in the midst of him going in a battle with Drake and going back and forth with Drake, he gave you this. Gave you that verse. That's when he did it. So, man, it's a lot, bro. Like, what he did in that verse was crazy. Yeah. So it was for sure something. It was for sure something that's gonna go down in history for sure. And what they had to do to keep the verse on the album is historic also. You know, they had to leave Def Jam and all of that and be able to be in control of their own destiny and career and not being financially strapped. They bought their way out of Def Jam. So that's interesting too, just to keep a Kendrick verse on their album, because that verse might be more lucrative than their whole deal right now that they had obtained at Def Jam. So that's interesting also. And I would say that that's one of the best verses on the album, but Malice got Nas on the album. You got Malice on the album. Shit, bro. We ain't heard from Malice, bro. And we ain't heard them together in 16 years, man. And it's like they did not miss a step. They got better. Yes. You got Nas on the album. You got Tyler verse was crazy. Yeah, Tyler, the creator, was cooking on there. He's becoming one of my favorites right now in this generation. Yeah. Yeah. You know, you can put him in there. You can put him in that Kendrick, in that that J. Cole. Yeah, I don't even got Drake in my top 5 no more, bro. The shit he been doing, the silliness, the stealing people's shit. Like, I'm tired of these indie artists going live and breaking down. Like, bro, I made this in 2019. Yeah, that new song, that was crazy. I made this in 2021. Why is he taking my verse for verse, just changing the melodies and changing the cadence? Yeah. And y'all think it's his? That's interesting, fam. And I think that Drake, I like Drake talent-wise, but his character has been questionable, right? The character. See, a lot of people don't understand. He's a character. Yeah. This man is an actor first. Yeah. So to me, this is part of his facade, his acting. That might be why he can get on drill music in UK. That might be why he can go to the Caribbeans and get on that type of sound. That might be why he can do the Afro beats and
Then he can go to Houston and go to Screwed Up Music. Then he can go to Atlanta.
He's not pure hip hop.
He's a character.
So he shouldn't even be in a category. He's a character. He's a character. I've been saying that for years, bro. Drake is a character.
What is his identity?
He don't have one. That nigga's a chameleon. He can mock anything.
You ain't capping though.
And he's comfortable in it. That's the thing about it. He's comfortable in it. Anybody, you will never see Jadakiss. You will never see Jay-Z. You will never see the Locks. You will never see a pure hip-hop artist to its purest form, the MC, want to jump in anybody else's genre.
Or jump in anybody else's character.
Or jump in anybody else's character, bro. Like, his facade is so fake. But everybody want to applaud it.
I don't know what
it's not real.
I don't know what they applauding, to be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you like this. I like authentic music. I like when people genuinely be themselves and stuff like that. But the music that he creates is all over the place. Some of the songs are good, but it doesn't have no substance. It's zero
substance.
Yes,
it's zero substance, bro. I can sit here and break down this dude's whole catalog and genre, his whole catalog, and show you where he went and changed up, because where he came from and what he was doing in the beginning, he had to switch. It wasn't going to be what it was. And also he's seen that he can do it.
Yeah.
Nobody challenged him on it.
Yeah.
And hanging with Young Money, Cash Money, that's when the split happened, right?
When he left Young Money, Cash Money, is that
when he left Young Money, Cash Money? Okay. That's when the split happened, because he dropped his first album. That shit went to the moon. Then he dropped Take Care. Then he dropped Nothing Was the Same. Then that's when he hooked up with Future on you're reading this is too late. If you're reading this down, it's too late.
Yeah.
That's when it switched. He took on Future facade, his personality, his persona. Just like he did 21 Savage. Took on his persona. He got braids now. What the fuck?
It got tough in his records.
Bro, I don't understand it, man. It's like, what are you doing now? And then you want to jump in. You want to jump in with a purist MC when you know you're not a pure MC.
Yeah,
the
two L's he took was from two pure MCs.
Pure MCs.
Yeah. Yeah.
We talk about the Nas and Hove. Okay, Nas and Hove was pure hip hop.
Yeah.
Somebody had to lose, but they didn't stop. They didn't jump in nobody else's genre.
You know,
they didn't stop rapping.
Jay-Z lost that battle, but he didn't lose the integrity battle. So
he didn't. No, he did not. So because we know that is one of the purest form of hip hop, battle rapping.
Yeah.
On wax. That's why it was so easy for Drake to file a lawsuit, because he's not us. He's not a purist.
You know, I got conversations on down the line during the show about Drake and certain things that was done at the festival. I don't want to stay on them too much longer, fam, because we got some conversations we got to get to about his career and the music that he just dropped. And you know, I really want to dive in on public perception of Drake, because it has changed and he hasn't performed in the United States since the beef have started. But let's get into this Tiny Desk though, fam, because that's what we here for. Before we get into the Tiny Desk though, let's get into this. Let's give our grade. We done heard the Clipse album. We're gonna go over the record with Kendrick again, but you know, what is the standout tracks to you? What do you give it out of a 10 so far that you heard it? Who is the standout person from the album? Pusha, Malice, or Pharrell? Who efforts stand out the most to you? Just give me your deep dive on the album so far, fam.
So I've listened to this album all weekend, and I'm gonna continue to listen to it, you know, all weekend. Even next week. I mean, I'm gonna stay on this album for a while because it's refreshing, right? For me, I think Malice by far
I like how he goes. He's speaking what he's speaking, but he's speaking it with conviction.
Mm-hmm.
You know, one of my favorite tracks is FICO. That beat is stupid.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That beat is stupid, bro. Like for real, like that. Then the Mike Tyson track.
Mike Tyson blows to the face. Yeah.
Yep. Who else? I like the Nas track with the switch up.
That's disrespectful.
And Nas just go there. It's just, I like the whole setup of the album, bro. Like that first track, bro, got me. I ain't gonna lie. Like that storytelling, bro. Like,
and the losing of a family member, like your
losing, but bro, they lost their mom, then lost their dad 4 months later.
That you know, when I did the reaction video to it also, I was like, that let you know that they had a spiritual connection with each other. Because sometimes like when you married to somebody or whatever, and if you're really connected and you have had a long relationship, man, it's impossible to see life without that.
Bro, for real. That's exactly how life works.
Yeah.
If you notice, bro, you talk to your grandmas and your grandpas, bro, and once one of them leave, it's never the same for the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Never. So it happens like that, bro.
Yeah.
That's real life.
I see my uncle and aunt too. My uncle passed away. My aunt passed away. She wasn't my real aunt, but she was my aunt by marriage. She passed away 6 months after he was gone. I could see it. You can see the weakness. You get weak. Yeah, that's crazy, man. It spiritual connections, I feel like that's a real thing after listening to that. And that intro, man, a lot of people say they didn't like how they started it off heavy like that, but I feel like that was necessary. These are necessary. These are grown men.
Let God sort them out. Necessary.
Yeah.
Like, y'all got to understand that these are two brothers that's been in this game for a long time. Then they went their separate ways. Mm-hmm. And Malice still was doing his thing. Mm-hmm. But Pusha T also said, there's music that I wanted to make, I could not make without my brother.
And you got to think about it. He's the little brother. So
he's the little brother.
It had to hurt to see Big Bro, go his own way. That was my teammate. That was the leader of the team.
Right.
Now I'm out here on my own. That's probably why he was going so hard. Because to be honest with you, that 2010 era, I feel, me personally, I done said this, and me and you talked about this before. I feel like 2010 was the best era for hip hop ever.
Yeah.
Because that's when the Kendricks, the Drakes, the J. Coles, that's when Pusha T had to go solo. That's when Pusha T wrote.
Big Sean.
Yeah.
All of the dudes, bro.
Wale, Tyler, the Creator, all of those guys around that 2000, Kid Cudi, that 2010 era, even though I look at Kid Cudi differently now, though. But to my opinion, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is my favorite album of all time, guy. But guess who wrote the whole album?
Pusha T in there.
That's so, and we just got to Sci-Hi and Pusha T wrote the whole album. Let's get into this Tiny Desk, man. I'm getting ready. We're gonna be on this thing for a whole hour before we even play a video. Let's hear the first record, man.
Do but look, in my home, sweet home, I keep chrome next to my bones, alters my walk to limping. Since I love the feel, I guess I'm passionately pimping. It is what it seems, that thing imprinting through the seam of my jeans. By all means, lost it all from live to love. But my faith and my money helped me rise above. See, I turned to the Lord when them times got tough. Bullied through the streets, powder I pushed and shoved in that old Virginia. Out of 10 niggas, 9 a guinea. No money, all they know is gimme. Got semis waiting, heat like Caribbean summers. I've been there, each year a different bitch wonder. Who wing she gon' fall under? Push or Mal, guns or Grimes. With me, with thoughts of fucking them cross her mind. Look, mom, that's right up my alley. I love my family, I want them all happy in Virginia. We smirked at the Simpson trial. Yeah, I guess the chase was wild, but what's the fuss about? See, plenty my partners feeling like OJ. Beat murder like the shit is okay. That's what I do say. Talk the evil that men do. I'm lost in the men too. I miss you shampoo, we miss you shampoo. And your grams too. Yeah, come on. I'm from Virginia, where ain't shit to do but cook. Pack it up, sell it triple price, fuck the books. Where we re-up, relocate, re-off them rooks. So when we pull up, it ain't shit to do but look. I'm from Virginia, where ain't shit to do but cook. Pack it up, sell it triple price, fuck the books. Where we re-up, relocate, re-off them rooks. So when we pull up, it ain't shit to do but look. Seem like they all got a comment to make in regards to my paper. Now they guessing my weight. They fast to predict the outcome of my fate. Wondering about Clipse and if they got what it takes. Malice, he think he hard, tough guy to click. And Pusha, he walk around like he swear he the shit. You right on both counts, bitch. Clipse is us. And there are some things that you don't discuss. Don't ask me about the Neptunes and what's they fare. Don't ask about the loud screaming chick with the hair. Don't ask about my music and how that's coming about. Don't ask about my album or when's it coming out. Cause I feel like you really being funny on the slide. Now face down, laying on your tummy or you die. I tried being humble. Humble get no respect. Now the first sign of trouble, that's a hole up in your neck. Plus what I look like spending my nights in jail. I could never be a thug, they don't dress this well. I reside in VA, ride in VA. Most likely when I die, I'm gonna die in VA. Virginia's for lovers, but trust there's hate here for out-of-towners who think that they gon' move weight here. Ironic, the same place I'm making figures at, that there's the same land they used to hang niggas at. I'm from Virginia, where ain't shit to do but cook. Come on. Pack it up, sell it triple price, fuck the books. Where we re-up, relocate, re-off them rooks. So when we pull up, it ain't shit to do but look. I'm from Virginia, where ain't shit to do but cook. Pack it up, sell it triple price, fuck the books. Where we re-up, relocate, re-off them rooks. So when we pull up, it ain't shit to do but look.
You know, isn't that the intro to their debut album, guy?
Yep.
For the lyrics to still be
right.
Yeah.
Just imagine that back then, and you listening to it, and you like, bro, I still get that. God damn.
Yeah.
For real, bro. Malice is different, bro. Pusha is Pusha, but Malice, the shit he conjure up is crazy.
Yeah, I really like Malice a lot, man. And you know what's crazy about the whole thing is that by that being their first track and it being lyric driven, I think about their whole career, the titles of their albums and all of that, man. This seems like it's been a structured plan their whole career, to be honest with you. And then I think about Pharrell production. Back then, it was more than Pharrell. It was Chad Hugo a part of it, too. That was Neptune's production at that time. So them beats was crazy. And I seen where...
You said...
What's my boy name to do the shoes that commented on your post? We used to... He the shoe guy. He be collecting shoes. I done forgot fam name, man. And Will. I see where he said that it should have been a live band. You know.
Oh, they going on tour starting August. There's gonna be a live band.
I don't think they can do a live band.
You know?
You got to think about Pharrell production. A lot of that is futuristic. It's futuristic.
That's for real.
Yeah, it's futuristic sounds that really aren't instruments. It's just sounds in there.
Right.
Yeah, them ain't instruments. Damn. That's like science type. Ding, 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 ding. We don't even know what machine that is. That's something from a keyboard that he, you know, that's not a real instrument. That's what I was assuming, because Pharrell him and Timbaland make those beats that you can't mimic with a drum or a guitar or.
I mean, but you're gonna have to put that sound in like a machine, right? And you're gonna have to tap that button.
Yeah.
And that's what dude was doing. That's what dude was doing, right?
Yeah.
He was on that machine and he was playing and hitting them buttons to get that sound. Yeah. That's what they're gonna have to do.
Yeah. So you can have somebody on the drums, or I don't even hear no guitars really in Pharrell beats. Them be like futuristic, just inputted sounds though. And then by that song being Virginia, you know, what is the most underrated hip hop state to you?
Underrated?
It has. I would say it has to be Virginia. North Carolina.
Yeah, because
is underrated.
Because nobody talks. Nobody. See, if you said Virginia in the late '80s, and I mean late '90s, early 2000s, then we'll be talking. You get what I'm saying? But then you had Timberland and Magoo. You had Missy Elliott. You know,
Trey Songz, Chris Brown.
You know what I'm saying? Like, then you know you got the Neptunes for sure. You know, now you talking about the Clipse. You know, all these dudes are from Virginia.
Yeah, Missy.
And it's like
Swing.
Missy. Yep. So I don't think they get the credit that they deserve. I mean, but also I don't hear anybody repping Virginia like that. Like, I don't hear it.
Yeah.
You know, if you know, but if you don't know, you wouldn't think that the Clipse, if you don't know anything about them, if you don't follow them like that, you wouldn't think they're from Virginia.
Yeah. I feel like this whole area is kind of underrated. The East Tennessee, all the way North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, DC, Baltimore. I feel like all of that is like underrated, going all the way up. And it's a lot of artists that's dope from those areas also, though. But I want to play this clip from the Breakfast Club guy of Malice putting Charlamagne in check. Let's get to it, fam.
But are you responsible for what an artist does on your record? Are you responsible for what an artist does on your record?
Like, is Travis responsible for Drake's line?
If you come and dance around in front of me and use footage and do all this and all that, I think you're responsible for anything that you do, that you incorporate the people that you know that are being, you know, talked about. Of course.
I can't believe you have to explain this. You know what happened.
I'm just asking. I know that's your brother, and I'm sure.
No, and I'm not just taking sides because my brother. I'm just saying, you know, like.
But I'm talking about the artists who might approach you because of what Pusha says.
I mean, listen, I ride with my brother. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about this. Having purpose. I know what my purpose is. I'm making music with my brother and I'm glorifying my God. That's what I'm doing. And when you're in your purpose, if anything fall on you, then it fall on you. At least you know you were where you were supposed to be. And that's where I'm at right now. So I'm cool with whatever.
You know, Charlamagne was trying to push, and that's crazy using Pusha T, trying to push some foolishness forward so they could get a viral moment. You know, that's coming to the point. It's so many platforms out now that people can go to and just have a real discussion. Malice, he hasn't been on a press run in over a decade. So him hearing that, he was like, well, I gotta even address this foolishness. Do you know what was done? He didn't say that you're trying to get a viral moment, but it was noticeable. And coming from Charlamagne, he knew what he was doing. That was actually kind of nasty. What was your thoughts about that when you seen that, family?
Bro, when I seen that, first of all, I gotta applaud Malice, right? And this whole press run with them in this album, bro, has been crazy. Yeah. They have hit every podcast, everybody that's necessary to hit, they've hit. Everybody.
Yeah.
You got some people that didn't get hit, and there's a reason why they didn't. But all the necessary people with outlets, they hit them.
Apple Music, Joe Budden, Hip Hop DX with Elliott Wilson, Spotify that they did with Pharrell. I got a clip to that I want to play also. They went everywhere. The Breakfast Club, they went everywhere that was necessary. They even went to the West Coast, the White Buddy platform. I don't even know his name, but
I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
Kev. What's that? I know you're talking about.
Bootleg Kev.
Bootleg Kev.
Yeah, they went to his platform. So they've been on a run, and it seemed like they are forcing the Grammys and the award people to notice that this is the best. It's not no denying that, to be honest, what they've done. And GNX will be up for the Grammy too next year coming on it. Or did that release last year? Or is it still?
No, they're still. I think that's still. He came in with GNX in November, so I think that's going into this year.
This is nasty.
So you really gonna have to pay attention to what's going to be dropping, who's going to be dropping, because we're in July, bro, and Def Jam dropped the ball with this one, you know. But to the topic, man, I feel like Charlamagne was on bullshit and he got checked. Period.
Yeah.
You know, and it was Malice knows him being an older brother. I watched the interview where he told Pusha, "See, that's your problem. You know, the problem is people know you're not going to say nothing. People know you are not going to. You're not the type to tell. You're not the type to. You're going to check, but you're not the type to get into the foolishness." He said, and that's what people take advantage of that, right? Mm-hmm. He said, and then he said he know that's his brother. He said, but you can't do that because a lot of people will take that for granted from you. Mm-hmm. So it's important for you, if you feel like something wrong, say something.
It's great.
Say something.
It's great to have his big brother by him too, though, because it takes the pressure off of the press run, off of having to have a second verse. Like being in a group is crazy.
Bro, because Pusha T he don't bite his tongue about nothing, bro. And he was rightfully so. You don't have to. You're a grown man. Mm-hmm. But some stuff you don't need to say. I mean, you don't need to answer a question. Some questions you don't need to answer.
That's true. You know, during this press run, I was wondering where was Pharrell at. I was like, Pharrell ain't in a video. Pharrell ain't saying nothing. He produced all the beats. He ain't contributing to the press run or nothing. And then this popped up on my screen.
And that doesn't happen with like rap. You know, a lot of times like people feel like they age out. And I do understand that for some people like they get to a point where it's like, man, they ain't really got nothing else. And I love and respect that. Because we have to respect artists in the intersection of where they are in their lives and their trajectory and their purpose. And there's all different kind of versions of that. But man, to God be the glory that we get to wake up and still feel this way about this shit and be fucking great. Greatness is as greatness does. A lot of people use that word, but I don't know if they really doing that though. Like, they make people cry and not even talking about dope. Which is crazy. I think you know what we ain't discussed?
What's that?
With this record, I feel like we have successfully used all of what people would expect and what they would question as inspiration.
Yeah.
But we never woke up and said, oh, we need to answer this. We got to speak to that.
Oh, yeah. That's never the thing. I'm so glad. And you're exactly right.
We never say this, that, and the other. It's just, oh, no, what you was questioning, no, we was protecting that over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that whole thing, bro.
You know, to be older and still be capable to go to the gym and work out, it's a different feeling than being young and doing it. You don't have an appreciation for it in your youthful years. Like now when I go to the studio, I'm going to tell you what's crazy about this. Like me creating music in my life, and I don't want to put it on me, but listening to that, it has inspired me, guy.
And you know what that do when you get inspired, bro? You bring that music. You already know. I already know, bro. I already know. You ain't got to tell me.
Like, you know, me going to the studio now at 45 years old and still being in shape and being experienced. Like going to the studio when you're young, you make your best records and you energized and all of that. But when you're more experienced and you have lived life and you older and your vocabulary is larger and you got more to say and you can go to the studio, create the ambiance you want to get, you understand energies and all type of stuff. It's just a whole totally different experience that the genre and the culture and the young people don't appreciate. But listening to them talk, I want to see a nigga turn 70 and still be fresh and still can put out hot music.
Right.
Are we gonna see that? Because the genre is still young, though. Oh, you think we will get to that point to where we see some 60-year-old niggas looking 35 still fresh, still rapping, still handling business, still got breath control, still speaking well, and they 60. Do you think we'll see that, fam?
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to see it. I just, people talk about relevancy with the Jim Jones and Nas. Nas ain't relevant and all of this and ageism in hip hop. It's just a shame that people, I think folks are coming around to appreciating older individuals because Malice is 52. He older than Nas.
See, this is what a lot of people don't understand, right? When it comes to just aging and when you talk about hip hop in general, like when it comes to making music, if that's your purpose, it's no longer a job. When it's no longer a job, it's something you can wake up and do effortlessly.
Yeah, most definitely.
Like, and it's a lot of rapping ass niggas out here. And the thing about it is, I like something that Malice said. Malice said, where we go wrong, where rappers go wrong is they try to jump in the lane of the YNs and the young niggas.
Facts, fam.
Instead of being themselves and staying in their lane.
Yeah.
Because guess what? You need them young niggas because them young niggas one day gonna turn into you.
Yeah. And you gotta be an example for them.
You gotta understand, bro, like you don't jump backwards. You go forward. But you don't shit on them. Mm-hmm. You allow them to be themselves. You allow them to make mistakes. Just like somebody allowed you to make a mistake.
Yeah.
Because they have to grow and mature just like you did.
That's facts. I got something. This is what you saying. Put my mind in a frame of no shot at Lil Wayne and Drake. But they doing a disservice to hip hop by trying to appease the youth instead of moving forward and making age appropriate music. Am I right in that, or am I talking?
No, crazy? Bro, you right. You're right.
Act your age, nigga. You ain't 20 out here with these ponytails and shit in your head with the, you know what I'm saying? Act your age, man. Come on, that's nasty. That's corny. Let's get into the second record. Well, you got me passionate, guy, man. Let's get into the second record off the Tiny Desk.
Yeah. Come on, Tiny Desk.
Yeah.
Nah.
Keys open doors.
Come on.
Keys open doors.
Come on.
Keys
Bounce.
open doors.
Keys open doors.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah. Make your skin crawl, press one button, let the wind fall. Who gon' stop us? Fuck the coppers, the mind of a kilo shopper. Seeing my life through the windshields of choppers. I ain't spent one rap dollar in 3 years, holla. Money's the least, drag the bitch by a dog collar. Now hope follow. This is my ghetto story, like Sham. Ice P is the Don Dada. Open the Frigidaire, 25 to life in here. So much white you might think your holy Christ is near. Throw on your Louis V millionaire to kill the glare. Ice trays nada, all you see is pigeons paired. The realest shit I ever wrote, not Pac inspired. It's crack pot inspired. My real niggas quote, bitch never cook my coke. Why? Never trust a whore with your child. Had you make believe rappers, I smile. Ha! Canal Street in my style. While you internet sharing my files, you MySpace niggas. So kill the comparison. I'm South Beach sipping on Seraphim. Royalty check, nigga, I never been. Coke money clean through Maryland. Accountant just gasp at the smell of it. Meet the dealer, ain't a bitch realer. So you ain't got a question why I push her, don't feel ya. Keys open doors, 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 keys open doors.
Keep it going, come on, let's go.
Keys open doors, keys open doors. Throw it on the scale, feed your goddamn self. Get it how you live, we don't ask for help, no. Word on the street is you gon' love how it melt. I don't come with a pitch, neither the shit sell itself. I yell re-up till I'm locked like Mamiya. And get it cross-state with the grace of Maria. Keep foreign toys, you gon' know us when you see us. Living street tales, worthy of Don Divas. Keys in the floor, mistress in Dior. Bitch tell me she love me, but I know she's a whore. She could get ugly, shit, she talk to the law, but that's just what I get, it's the roses of war. Fuck the bureau, rather be spending euros. We get fed grapes, fuck hoes in plurals. It's like heaven as I gaze at the mural. What a peace of mind when you cop you some Shapiro's. Cheers to the future as we toast to life. I'm preveying in Miami, I'm a socialite, nigga. The cars are big, the cribs are bigger. What else? The kids are happy, the perfect picture. Gem Star Razor, the fruit of my labor. I walk with a glow, it's like the Lord shown favor. These bitches fake like the hoes on flavor, but I don't mind spending. All it is paper. Yeah. Keys open doors. 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 Tiny.
God, what is your favorite Tiny Desk that you've seen so far?
My favorite Tiny Desk had to be damn. I done seen them all.
Hip hop only, no R&B.
Hip hop.
Hip hop.
Okay. Man.
I'll tell you mine why you think. I would say Scarface. Because I forgot. You know, and Scarface isn't healthy right now, but I actually forgot how talented he was. He picked up the guitar and played the drums, rapped, and did all that. I was like, good. I forgot. I just forgot. It's certain people's skill level you forget about, and Scarface was one. He had the songs with Jay-Z, Nas, and Benny Siegel. His career is just impeccable. The songs, that last album to me that he released was a classic also, and he did some of those records on his Tiny Desk too. So I would have to say Scarface was my favorite one because I like seeing people age well, and his music is timeless. So I would say Scarface.
I would have to say, damn, bro, this is.
Give me top three then. I rock with Wiz Khalifa's too though.
Yeah, Wiz was good. Wiz was damn good. The Clipse is up there, bro. The Clipse is up there. Like, they have timeless music, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like we heard Clipse and we haven't been hearing Clipse. It's because you don't think about Clipse until you see them together. We've been seeing Pusha T for the last 16 years, right? And we've been wondering, like, okay, are they ever going to get back together? And now that they are back together, it's like I said, they ain't missed a step.
Yeah,
shit. You would honestly think where Pusha T was the lyrical one, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Listening to them, I can't tell them apart.
Yeah, their voices are.
That's how in sync they are. Right. I can't tell them apart, bro.
You know, I was saying that about the impact that Jadakiss and Styles P have when they go back to back is unique. But these guys are just as skilled as Styles P and Jadakiss going back to back, but it isn't as impactful because I feel like their voices is so similar. Yeah, the skill level is the same, but their voices is so similar.
And I thought Pusha T was the older brother. Shit.
The boy looked good. Pause. No homo. No Diddy. Whatever though. But to be 52, Malice looked good, man. He looked healthy. He looked like he been doing this thing, man. Real talk. And I highly appreciate the music. But I want to get into the conversation about, the Katt Williams interview on 7 p.m. in Brooklyn where he was talking about K-Dot. So I'm trying to lead it somewhere so we can react to the song.
Right.
Because I want to react to, I'm going to skip all the way to K-Dot verse too so we can just do that verse.
Okay.
And Katt Williams was on there acknowledging something about Kendrick Lamar that I didn't have no clue about it. And he was kind of comparing himself to Kendrick Lamar. Let's get right to it, though. Let's get to it, guy, because I got 2 clips on this.
And that's why I said I'm a very I'm not somebody you want to have beef with. It's bad optics. Like, I'm on the righteous side, and if I make a mistake, work with me. But other than that, you have no reason to be, because we all are. Just understand what Kendrick has to be to even be doing the show there.
Yeah.
We're not talking about Drake doing his show in LA. We are not talking about him in the Bay. We're not talking about that. But we are talking about Kendrick going there and doing the body of work. That's what it means to stand on them 10. It means standing on that business. I said what I said over here, and I'll be saying it over there as well. And that's what's so critical about me trying to make sure that I say it as viciously as I mean to say it as accurately as I can say it, because I'm going to still have to be saying, you see what I'm saying? This is part of keeping that energy. And so you got to respect
Jackson Podcast.
You know, Guy, I want to say something about this before I let you cook. And I'm going to present the time. What's crazy about him talking like that is that since the beef, Drake hasn't performed in America. Since the beef, K-Dot went to your home country and performed and got embraced. That is speaking volumes to me, fam. Like, why you in Australia and the UK dissing America now? You ain't just dissing K-Dot, you dissing America, the whole country. And you still dissing a year and a half later. I don't want to get too deep on Drake because we're going to get specifically about Drake here in a few, though. But what's your thoughts when you hear Katt talk like that, fam, about beef?
Well, we all know Katt Williams to be what people say he opened Pandora's box. And everything he speak and when he does speak, he know what he's talking about. He not just gonna let anything come out his mouth. So for Katt Williams to say what he said, it's the energy, right? He said it. He's standing on 10 toes. He's going to be as vicious as he was before and after. He's not going to change his tone. He's not going to change his energy. His energy is going to stay the same.
Yeah.
Like you said, you didn't hear Drake talking about playing anything in LA or performing. He will never do that. He ain't stupid. But K-Dot is K-Dot, and he's going to go where he want to go. And ain't nothing you can do about it. And what nothing he can do about it.
So if he meant it in America, he meant it in Canada, he meant it in Australia, he mean what he say he gonna do regardless anywhere he go.
Right.
But he can't come here saying that. What he was saying.
No. Like right now, bro, Drake is over there in the UK, in London, bigging up artists in UK because he's in UK. This is what I'm talking about the character he is.
It's comfortable.
Somebody done made him comfortable. But here's the thing about it: you got to come back to California. You got to come back to the States.
I don't think he might not ever come back to the States. He hot.
He guess what? He come back to the States. I would call ice on his ass.
Let's get to the next clip, fam. And nigga said he gonna call ice on his ass.
And in Euphoria, like Kendrick said, you know,
those are people that
I'm the biggest hater. I hate the way you walk. I hate the way you talk. I hate the way you dress. Like,
no, that's not really.
That's not hate though.
Yeah, but he was very specific so that you understand that it's not hatred. It's a double entendre he's giving you. He's saying I don't hate you.
Right.
I just hate all of the choices that you make, because those are the choices that bitch ass niggas make. That's all. So I'm saying I'm in the position where I'm a fan of both artists, right? So I don't pretend like I wasn't fucking with Drake before it happened.
Yeah, right.
But I don't give a fuck who it is. I would tell anybody that's gonna fight a bear, I'm not gonna see you again. You can't beat the bear. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to say those kind of conversations because I'm a bear. You see? So, yeah, Kendrick is not who you wanted to tussle with. It didn't matter who you were. We just felt like because it was Drake that he would get that exemption. But not only is he going to not get the exemption, he going to be brought under more scrutiny. And when K-Dot pulled his cover and say that you just used the culture when you needed it, nobody going to pop up and disregard that and say differently. And
I don't hate you. I hate the choices you make. Because them the choices that
bitch niggas make on top of us, bro. The bear, bro. Katt is a bear. Katt knew Katt. He was like, you gonna go fight a bear, bro. I'll see you. I won't see you later. I won't see you later. Like, why would you bark up this tree, bro? Like, and that's the thing, man. Like, people forget, and I try to tell people, bro, Geminis, they're different. Geminis are different, bro. And they take everything personal. And they take everything serious.
They play.
You cross a Gemini, you got to know, bro, they're going to stay on your neck. I don't give a fuck if it's 10 years later. They on your neck.
They don't play fair. That's true.
No, they don't. Like, when you say all gloves are off, all gloves are off. And trust and believe, I got a couple of socks in the back. Like, homie, don't play that with some cans in there. I'm going to hit your ass with.
You know, in rap battles, people, you know, say that don't take it too far. And they talking about kids and family and stuff like this. This is off limits. That's off limits. I feel like if you get into a tongue wrestling sparring competition with somebody, then it could lead to certain things, but it's nothing off limits if we're going to be disrespectful to each other in any manner.
If I call you and say, hey, bro, let's keep this rap. This is off limits. This is off limits. Okay. Let's keep it rap.
Yeah.
If I call you and you cross that line, cool. One, you let me know you don't respect me. 2, you don't give a fuck about me. 3, it's up. 4, I'm finna dog walk the shit out of you. 5, I'm gonna take you through so much shit that you gonna hate you ever started this. And that's what Kendrick did. Because we've been talking about this for 10 years plus about them too.
I forgot about that. Since Control came out and
since the Control verse, bro. So, and it was the Elliott Wilson. We talking about this. The Elliott Wilson sit down that Drake did. They started this. You know what you did. You know what you said. What makes you think, bro? Come on, bro. Like
when that Control,
the arrogance. When
that Control verse dropped, guy, K-Dot was seeing who was gonna take the bait. Then it was just a bait thrower. I wouldn't even have been concerned.
Nobody else was concerned but Drake. Pusha T heard it. Meek Mill heard it. Meek said, "I'm gonna get at you. I got you."
Yeah.
But bro, it wasn't a shot. It wasn't that. It wasn't a shot, bro. It was pure competition, bro. And you the one who went on what you want, bro. Come on, man. Like, you started this. I'm gonna finish it.
Yeah.
And it ain't done until I say it's done.
Let's get into this verse, man. We gotta react to this verse. I want to hear your perspective of this verse. I really, I've listened to it probably 10 times, but I need to listen to it again. I want to see what your thoughts is of this K-Dot verse on Chains and Whips. Let's get to it, man.
Drive in the snow like it's the Revenant and send orders back down to keep shoveling. Uncle said, nigga, you must be sick. All you talk about is just get rich. Choke my neck, nigga, and ice my bitch. Beat the system with chains and whips.
You know, but get calling and look side to side like what did they say? And they ain't close voice, and then you realize that the government's talking to you.
I'm not the candidate to vibe with. I don't fuck with the kumbaya shit. All that talent must be God sent. I send your ass back to the cosmics. The things I seen under my eyelids, kaleidoscope dreams, murder and sirens. Let's be clear, hip-hop died again. Half of my profits may go to Rakim. How many Judases that let me down? But fuck it, the West Minds, we right now. Therapy showed me how to open up. It also showed me I don't give a fuck. The two-time Gemini with the genocide. I'm generous, however you want it. I'll be the gentle kind. Gentlemen and gangsters connect. The agenda of mine. Move niggas up out of here. This shit get gentrified. Heavy jeans like Genevieve's. I drop your Pentagon to show up at your gender reveal. And tell them, give me mine. I son niggas, I am the general. Where my gin and juice? Every song in the book of Genesis. Let the sonics boom. Niggas want the tea on me. Well, here's the ginger root. I generate residuals, bitch. Get off my genitals. They say I couldn't reach Gen Z. You fucking dickheads. You must be full of that ginseng. Here comes the jinx, yeah. They genetics been synthetic. Screaming they genius. A finger wave, they all fall. Niggas is Jenga. God gave me light. A good year full of free will. Trunk card, tell me not to spare your life. Motherfucker.
You know we get calling and look side to side like what did they say? And they hate the Lord's voice and then you realize that the devil is talking to you.
Yeah.
If you go back to the last 12 bars and break that down, bro, that is that whole breakdown of the goodwill, the two cars, that got all that shit got two different meanings.
Yeah, he said a good year of free will. You know, that's crazy,
bro,
to say that.
The good year, so we know what good year is, right?
Yeah.
The good year. Mm-hmm. We know good year tires.
Yeah.
Free will. We have free will.
Yeah.
Free will. Your will in the car. Then the two car, bro. Like,
then the nigga said, "You want the tea on me? With her the ginseng." Oh, with her the ginger root. I said ginseng. Pause. Well, here's the ginger root. He was spitting, man.
The ginger root, bro. Like you got to like see that double meaning.
Yeah, you got to go to.
And then he got into that pocket with the G's, bro. Like, he was stacking them. He was stacking them G words.
I'm gonna tell you something that's crazy. I've heard people talk about a lot, and it's something that I noticed by being an artist myself. All three of these brothers write. None of them go in there and freestyle. They might be capable of doing it, but it's different putting pen to paper because you can see the meaning of things and go back into it. All of that going into the booth, just saying whatever on your mind and all of that, you know, that's lame to me, to be honest with you. That's lame. It's a skill and a talent, but I can tell all three of these guys right. It's too it's way too structured. It's way too structured. That was a phenomenal verse, man. Let me give him some hand claps. Golly, that was worth every penny. I don't know what they paid for it. That was worth every penny, fam.
That was crazy.
Yeah, I'm paused out right now. Let me get back to we need a break and go back into the Tiny Desk, fam. Goodness.
How we feeling out there, man? Okay. Y'all ready to rock with the Clipse tonight? Y'all ready to get to it today? All right, cool. So while we got y'all here at Tiny Desk, and even y'all watching at home, I need y'all to do me a favor. And just gather around. Come on, let's go. Come on, come on, we gon' bounce, y'all. Let's go. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, Miami Vice. All my cocaine dreamers. You know, Miami Vice. Push and spit this shit for y'all. Here we go. Youngin', don't make my sales rise. I shoot you out your chuckers. Push you hear the whispers of all you motherfuckers. Papa said stay free of them suckers. Minus the wicked jumper, street baller like the rucker. Skip to my loo if you looking for a couple. Roosters in the duffel. Keep the hood screaming cock-a-doodle-doo fuckers. Coke by the ton, rap niggas, I'm the one. With basic rhyme pattern, how the fuck you tryna chatter? Ace of gas rappers got them running for their life. I philosophize about Glocks and keys. Niggas call me young black Socrates. West Indies, bitch, drop the knees quick. What? With dreams of being a rich man's bitch. But sorry for niggas pull triggers and they shit click. So many bullets jammed in my shit, call me lead fist. Mama, shake the diamonds on my wrist.
I'm so obnoxious.
I don't fear Tubbs and Crockett. Mama, I'm so sorry. I'm so obnoxious. Got 2 hot rocks in my pocket. Mama, I'm so sorry. I'm so obnoxious. Big home palm trees and watches. Mama, I'm so sorry. I'm so obnoxious. My only accomplice, my conscience. Young and learn from me. Let's not be at odds. We're more alike than not. 2 peas of a pod. Same hustles that my hustle now flows. I once gave it away at 30 grams and no. That accounts for all them days in the cold. Feels like kids in cake mix. Can't wait to lift the bowl. But it's a bigger picture. Homes trust. I done seen it. From Frankfurt to Cologne, Oslo to Sweden, Italy's Milan to the shores of Nepali. Now I consider Ferrari and Salvador Dali. I'm no longer local. My thoughts are global. That's why I seem distant. Son, expand your vision. Even adorned by Norwegian women. Blonde hair and blue eyes. I'm getting back with a vengeance. Whip it like they want me all attached to the kitten, and they wonder in these raps if I'm kidding. Mama, I'm so sorry. I'm so obnoxious. I don't fear Tubbs and Crockett. Mama, I'm so sorry. I'm so obnoxious. Got 2 hot rocks in my pocket. Mama, I'm so sorry. I'm so obnoxious. Big home palm trees and watches. Mama, I'm so sorry. I'm so obnoxious. My only accomplice, my conscience.
You know, that might not be a hit single, a hit record, but the lyrics was up to par. The bars was immaculate. And the main thing that I'm starting to understand about like real wordsmith is that I can tell that these boys have traveled overseas and experienced life in different countries by the things that they saying. And I wouldn't expect people or the youth to relate to some of the music that some of the wordplay that they displaying, because some people ain't never even left their hometown.
Right.
Yeah, to even know what's going on. So I have a different appreciation for this music and these bars. And what was your thoughts about that song, fam?
That was actually one of the records I used to bang when I used to listen to them because of the content and the cadences. I just like the way they fucking rap, bro. Like, you got 2 brothers who are in sync. Like, these dudes are in sync.
Yeah,
and it's crazy.
Yeah,
and it aged well. Like, you can still bump that. Some shit you listen to a couple of times, you don't go back to it
ever in life.
Nope.
I remember I used to love No Limit records, man. I can't listen to a song now. It's just horrible.
No.
I can't listen to nothing from No Limit records.
Bro, all that whine and bro, that shit pisses me off.
Production and
just like that whine. Yeah. Check me out. That shit BG do. Yeah. Man, I'm like, man, turn this shit off.
That's the junkie in him coming out. Whine.
Bro. Bro, like, man, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, certain music is timeless, and the structure of it is what's professional. And Pharrell beats and the Neptune beats they classic. They forever, man. And I feel like that he gives the Clipse the best ones.
Yep.
You know, I want to get into this Drake conversation now because it's been a comparison on Bag Fuel podcast about Ja Rule and Drake. And they asked Ja Rule the question, can he relate to what Drake is going through? And this is what he had to say.
Like, everybody turned on him after this Kendrick thing. Was that type of feeling that you had, that like people just turned on you?
I know what he's feeling like. Like, it was moments when I had people that I thought was, really, really cool with me and shit, and then to see them like And in your mind, you're like, it's just music, nigga. So you really gotta rock to that shit that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like to be in the moment, to be part of the fucking herd mentality crowd. You know what I'm saying? I thought you was my nigga. Now I see the type of nigga you are. You know what I'm saying? So you get to see niggas for what they are, and you like, all right, it's cool, nigga. You know, you follow the herd, you follow the crowd, it's cool. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm over here with it, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be fine, you know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, so I understand what Drake is seeing and understand, but you also get to a point where you understand that they may not understand the magnitude of what it is either. They may just be seeing it as, nigga, it's just a record. It's just music. It's just this. It's just
I always
that.
feel like with the beef shit, man, it's like...
But the beef shit is whack for hip-hop. I'm gonna keep it a buck, nigga. It's not... Sure. Everybody says it's great and they love it and they think... But, nigga, it hurts the culture in a lot of ways behind the scenes. Things can't move the way they move. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now things become fucking puzzles. You know what I'm saying? Promoters got to figure out who can be where and who can do what with who. And it's just a mess, nigga.
You know, I want to say something to you guys before I let you cook on that and give your thoughts on that perspective. Like, Ja Rule was at the top just like how Drake was at the top at one point in time. He was dropping hit after hit after hit after hit. Back to back to back to back. But, you know, something that Jay-Z has done, I feel like isn't appreciated enough in hip-hop, and I don't know why people don't talk about it even more, is that sometimes niggas don't need to be acknowledged. But people can't humble themselves at times and not speak on it. I feel like Drake shouldn't have never acknowledged Kendrick. He couldn't help it. He had to. He had to come out. But when you at the top, you exposing yourself by acknowledging somebody that you shouldn't, that you gave Kendrick the opportunity to create all of this and do all of this. He shouldn't have never responded, but he initiated it though. With the song with J. Cole and him. So it's kind of different, the Ja Rule situation. But I wonder if Ja Rule actually initiated the 50 Cent beef and we didn't know nothing about it because we didn't know about 50 Cent at the time, and he may have thought that we would have never known about 50 Cent. So it's just interesting to see these guys acknowledging artists that was below, like, not saying that Kendrick is a below tier artist or nothing, but sales wise and all of that and making money. Drake didn't even have to acknowledge Kendrick, and Ja Rule didn't even have to acknowledge 50. And by them opening the door, acknowledging them, look at them now.
I think with the Ja Rule situation, it's not the same, right? Because Ja Rule was part of Murder Inc. Murder Inc. had ties to Supreme.
Yeah, it was street business.
It was street. This ain't street. That Kendrick and that ain't shit that got to do with street.
Yeah.
At all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, Ja Rule, no. 50 cleared your whole, bro, just basically put it into your goddamn career.
Yeah.
And you let it.
Yeah.
But also what stopped you also was that lawsuit, the FBI raiding y'all. That put a damper, bro. That stopped all y'all momentum.
Yeah.
Because y'all had Lloyd, Ashanti, and you over there, and y'all was cooking. And Irv Gotti, y'all was cooking shit. Ja Rule was it, bro. Like, he was like you said, he couldn't miss.
Yeah, because, you know, to me, everybody say Jay-Z was the premier artist at the time. But to be honest with you, Jay-Z never ran an era. He was always the man.
He was always in it.
He was in it and he was doing his thing, but he was always like the second or third man because at one point in time, it was Nas that was the top dog.
Yep.
After Nas, it was DMX that was the top dog. Yep. After DMX, it was Ja Rule was the top dog. New York people, if I'm wrong, correct me, but from what it looked like, the public perception throughout the whole country, it looked like them boys was blowing Jay-Z out in sales, public perception, and movies, and they was doing more billboards and numbers wise in comparison to Jay-Z. So Ja Rule was a premier artist, and it's just crazy how 50 Cent came and went diamond, going straight at his head top. And think about it too, fam. Go ahead, my fault.
By far, one of the most diabolical album runs ever. Like, not only did you have 50 Cent, but then you had the white boy jump in. Like, you can't. like, man, it was crazy. It was crazy. You know, and the way Jimmy Iovine ran that ship over there in Aftermath and with Dr. Dre and Interscope.
Let me play something. You got into something that needs to be addressed now. Needs to be, because you was going somewhere with Jimmy Iovine in the way that ship was ran. Listen to this guy.
It becomes a politic thing. It becomes a political thing. Who has more power to control the behind the scenes? You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Interscope is very good at fighting rap beefs. They're very good at it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to say. They know how to do it. They've been doing it since the Tupac days, and they just know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? And I believe they fought a good fight behind the scenes with my fight, and they also did the same with
But let me ask you,
Kendrick and Drake.
you believe that, being that so many people have changed in the regime of that record label from since Tupac was there, you think somebody's left over and they know how to control and run the rap game? But is Jimmy still there? I thought he wasn't there no more.
Jimmy the boss,
he's
man.
He's always behind the
Jimmy
scenes
the boss,
somewhere.
man. let me tell you that like clever moves going on behind the scenes, like what happened with my shit. Clever moves. Get a call from MTV. We don't think it's a good idea that you guys come to the awards this year because we're gonna have, Dre and M, and they, they're feeling like, it may be a little something and they don't feel safe if y'all are there. Not the niggas coming at us every 10 minutes. Not these niggas.
Right.
Not these niggas. Yeah, so, okay. So we got to take that hit. You know what I'm saying? But to the public, it starts to look like...
They won.
Yeah, where these niggas at?
Yeah, I believe it. Hey, Jimmy Iovine played chess, not checkers. The fuck y'all thought? He's a bro.
It's crazy because when I think about all of the beefs, the high profile beefs, the winners of those beef has came from the Interscope, the Aftermath, the Drake. I mean, the Dr. Dre, format. Pac and Big.
Yep.
Pac, he won that, to be honest with you. It was the promotion, the public perception. The public perception, Pac was...
Yeah, but that was Death Row back then. That wasn't Interscope.
But it was Interscope, though. Where was Death Row under?
Death Row wasn't under Interscope.
Where was they at?
Death Row was Death Row Records. I think they was under. They wasn't under Interscope.
Yeah, they was.
Because Dre ended up. They was. Because Dre ended up going to Interscope. So I thought that would be a conflict of interest.
No, it ain't a conflict of interest when it's financial. They was beefing and everything though, but when Dre left, they was on their way. Death Row was over with anyway when Dre left. Pac was dead. But when when All Eyes on Me dropped and Hit 'Em Up dropped during the beef, Death Row was under Interscope. They had to. They was too funded. They had to be up under Interscope. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I might have to do some research right now though. But 50 Cent, 50 Cent was up under Interscope.
Oh yeah. He ended up, it's crazy, bro, how that happened because, 50 Cent and Jimmy Iovine started bumping heads. Jimmy bumped heads with those who...
I got it.
With those who are alphas.
Mm-hmm.
Right? because 50 did what he did at Interscope, but 50 wanted to go out and do his own thing.
Mm-hmm.
And 50 started to do shit, and Jimmy didn't agree with, and that's why they bumped heads. Just like the Game, when the Game went at 50, that's what Interscope dropped him. Mm-hmm. He had to go to Geffen because Jimmy was like, "Bro, you fucking up the money."
Mm-hmm. We're gonna put you.
You fucking up the money.
We're gonna put you in the subsidized. We still own your stuff.
Yep.
We're gonna put you in the subsidized company, Geffen Records. Over down here, we got to get you away from 50 and M and Dre and them. You ain't privileged. Damn, how long have they been running hip hop? Because they ain't control.
For a long time. Interscope, look.
Kendrick couldn't lose.
No, he couldn't. They wasn't gonna let him. You gotta understand, man, like when you tie yourself to Dr. Dre, you tie yourself to Jimmy Iovine. Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine like this.
Yeah.
Bro, they just opened up a whole wing of music. Bro, they just redid Compton High.
Yeah.
Who paid for that?
Jimmy Iovine, most likely. They got the money together.
Dr. Dre did, bro. And then they added a whole nother wing to USC for music. I'm talking about building built.
They opening up stuff in Nashville. I was tripping. They opened up a 5-star restaurant in Nashville, Dr. Dre.
Yeah. Bro, they are like this.
Mm-hmm.
Like this, bro. When the beats, look at the beats. When the beats tied themselves to Dr. Dre, and they start putting the shit in the car.
Mm-hmm.
The Chryslers.
And then they sold it, and who got some of the money too? When they sold it to Apple Music, Jimmy Iovine had to get some money because he brokered it.
Jimmy Iovine, Dr. Dre, whoever had stock in it, LeBron James, and somebody else, bro. When they sold that, they all got paid.
Yeah. Let me read this to you, guy. 1992. Death Row Records was distributed by Interscope Records under a long-standing agreement. However, Interscope later opted not to distribute to Death Row releases G-Funk's Classics by Nate Dogg and the gang-related soundtrack. These releases were instead distributed by Priority Records. Despite this, Interscope remains Death Row's parent company until 2006. So the Pac and Big Beef, he couldn't lose when it was all the major beefs has been funded and has been orchestrated up under that Interscope banner though. But I'm trying to find this clip because I made the clip of Drake overseas. And when you seen this, because I know you seen this guy, what was your thoughts about this, fam?
I can't tell.
3 different vibes. You name another artist that can do it and bring him up here. We can clash right now. Anybody? That's what I'm here for.
Nobody, only Drake.
I'm here for y'all tonight. Matter of fact, you know what?
It's non-existent.
Just
hey man, sometimes you gotta flirt. I need that chain. Yeah. Yes. Fuck Kendrick! Fuck Kendrick! Fuck Kendrick!
You know what? Chubbs, grab me a shot. I'll drink to that. Grab me a shot.
Man, they didn't even sound right saying that, fam. He in UK.
Nope.
He in UK getting his head, overblown, fam.
I don't understand why we still talking about, bro. It's over. Like you still got your panties in a bunch when you talk LeBron and bro. Come on, man. Like nobody cares anymore. Move on, bro. Just move on.
But
that's it.
Is K-Doc still eating him alive? Because there was some shots on that Clipse album, I think, but it wasn't specific, was it?
No, it wasn't. Yeah. And the thing about it is, bro, Kendrick's not worried about Drake. Kendrick out performing overseas too.
Damn.
After tying up the Gen X tour with SZA in the States. Like, come on, man. Like, bro, move on with your life. Like,
if I was in Drake's camp, man, I'd say get back to the Instagram quotables for the baddies. get back to making the singing records where you rapping and singing and the beat switching for the ladies. Don't go away for a couple. Well, I can't tell him to go away because
he should have went away when he should have. He never stopped. That's why I understand. What did I miss? Now you didn't miss nothing because you was you seen everything. What did I miss? You didn't miss a damn thing, dog. You was front line on everything. Man. Every time somebody had something to say to you, you responded.
That's facts. That's facts. That's crazy, man. I get back to Drake. If I could tell you anything, if I was your manager, before we get into this next record or whatever, I would tell you to go away for 2 months. This will be my suggestion. Might be 4 months, a whole season. Get into the studio, do your thing, stay away, come back with a full body of work and just release it where it really isn't no aggressive dissing in your feelings music. Make the Instagram quotables for the baddies, because if you can keep the baddies on your side, you will stay doing your thing though. But if you stay focused on this beef, because that's not who you originally was, you as the ladies, man, get back to who you originally was, man. If you want to survive this onslaught, because that's what it seems like, fam. And it might be over. Fam.
And what he did was, he can't come back to the States after this, after what he just said in UK. He can't.
I got that too, where he said that the UK lyricists are better than the United States lyricists. Yeah, that's
Yep.
He done got to the point where he's so mad at the United States for knocking him off of the pedestal that he felt as if he was on, that he ain't just mad at Kendrick no more. He's mad at the whole country. And now he dissing the whole country. That is interesting, and I don't know why he would even choose that route. He might have chose that route because he wants somebody to embrace him, or he want another country to embrace him. But that was the wrong route to choose, because hip hop is American. Can't nobody be better lyricists than Americans, because they haven't experienced the things that we have experienced, and they ain't even, I don't know. It's not even their culture. They just participants and guests in it or whatever at the moment though, man. But let's get into this next Clipse record. And then I got 2 more topics of discussion, guy, and we can, close this thing out if you got the time, family.
Okay.
Let's get it.
Oh, got it. Got it. Got it. Oh, yeah. Yo. Tiny Desk, what's up? What's up, Tiny Desk?
What's up, y'all?
Welcome to the Clipse Tiny Desk. This our first time up here. We did not know it looked like this, y'all. To be honest. Like, for real. We got Daru on the drums. Daryl on the keys. Briley on the keys. We about to get into this new album, Let God Sort 'Em Out now. Let's get into it.
We're going to skip past that record, fam, because we have already...
You see that machine?
Talk to
You see that machine right there?
Yes, sir.
That's the machine he's using.
The one that Pharrell is using. Instead of the live instrumentation, them having... Because some of those sounds are not like real sounds, fam.
No.
I think that people that don't create music don't know that, though. They're not real.
Right.
You can't make those are not real instrument sounds. Those are something that Pharrell may have heard on a computer or something and implemented it in a beat. Yeah. Let's skip that record though, because we just reacted to that one, fam. And
okay.
I think that we did a good job with that one, but I want to see what's the next record that they got coming up. I hope it's grinding. So I want to get to that record. That's one of my favorites. Let me just play the audio from the show.
On the background vocals. Come help us out, y'all. We need some help. Lost in emotion, mama's youngest. Trying to navigate life without my compass. Some experience death and feel numbness. But not me, I felt it all and couldn't function. Seeing you that day, telling you my plans, but I was leaving you that day. It was in God's hands. Yeah, it was at Elon's waiting to get with me. On my way to Texas, that's when Virginia hit me. And I realized in that instant, our last conversation, you was against it. Told you I was going to Turks for Thanksgiving. I heard what I wanted to hear, but didn't listen. You said you told Gene that Buck needed forgiveness. I see you went to Didi's and stuffed both her fridges. You even told Dad you wished y'all never split it. See, you were checking boxes, I was checking my mentions. Saying you was trying but not ready to go. Basically was dying without letting me know. I love you, Mad Nige, hate that he won't remember you. Two things that break my heart is what Novembers do. And T follows you, now mind you, Didi calls you, Gene finds you. Was that your vision? Precision, while I'm reminiscing, it all hits different, ma, listen.
Birds don't sing, the birds don't sing, they scream to pain. Birds don't sing, the birds don't sing, they scream to pain.
Birds don't sing, the birds don't sing, they screech in pain.
Your car was in the driveway, I knew you were home. By the third knock, a chill ran through my bones. The way you miss mama, I guess I should've known. Chivalry ain't dead, you ain't let her go alone. Found you in the kitchen, scriptures in the den. Half written text that you never got to send. Combing through your dresser drawer, where do I begin? Posted noted Bible quotes, were you preparing then? I can hear your voice now, I can feel your presence. Asking should I rap again, you gave me your blessing. The way you spelled it out, there's an L in every lesson. Boy, you owe it to the world, let your mess become your message. Shared you with my friends, the pops they never had. You lived for our fishing trips, damn I had a dad. Mine taught discipline, mine taught structure. Mine didn't mind when he had to pull a double. Mine worked overtime, smiled through the struggle. Cause mine wouldn't let us feel what he had to suffer. See, mine made sure he had every base covered. So imagine his pain, finding bass in the cupboard. Birds don't sing if the words don't sting. Your last few words in my ear still ring. You told me that you loved me, it was all in your tone. I love my two sons was the code to your phone. Now you're home.
The birds don't sing,
come on.
The birds don't sing, they scream to pain. Birds don't sing, the birds don't sing, they scream to pain.
We're gonna get our clap on to this, alright? Y'all ready?
Birds don't sing,
The birds don't
sing, they screech in pain.
The birds don't sing, hey. The birds don't sing, the birds don't sing, they scream to pain. I'm never gonna forget.
Remember those.
I feel like that record is going to age well. I feel like that's going to be one of those timeless records, fam. I feel like that record is going to be something that when they dead and gone, people going to appreciate that they released that. And that's a powerful record, man. The birds don't sing, they screech in pain. Crazy. You mute, fam.
Can you hear me now?
Most definitely. Crispy clear.
Yeah, that metaphor is crazy.
The birds don't sing, they screech in pain.
They screech in pain. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's nuts.
That's deep.
Yeah. That you know, I don't want to bash those two singers because John Legend is a legendary singer, but they came in. They started low. They got
Low
better as they got going. But that's a hard task to do, to be able to,
you following behind somebody who his name says it itself.
Yeah,
John Legend.
you know who you got to get on if you want to do a hip hop record that is personable. It's only two people I feel like you can go get.
Who are they?
John Legend and Alicia Keys.
Okay, mine is Marsha Ambrosius.
Yeah, Marsha Ambrosius dope. She dope. Yeah, you got.
She don't miss.
Yeah, she ain't miss. What was the last record she did with the hip hop artist? Help my memory. Is Wale?
I think Wale did one. Nipsey. Bro, she done did a lot, bro.
Yeah, she did do that one.
I think Nipsey was the one. Wale. Dr. Dre.
Do she play an instrument? Do Marsha Ambrosius play an instrument?
No, but I know she signed with Dr. Dre.
Yeah, and she cold. The reason I say John Legend and Alicia Keys, because when they get behind that piano,
it's a rap. It's a rap.
That piano starts speaking. It's a whole different ball game, fam.
And that's the thing, bro. Like, people don't understand. Like, I don't really have to hear somebody sing anything. An instrument for me is enough.
Yeah.
You know, an instrument for me is enough.
Yeah.
You know, when you add that voice to, you know, that soulful voice to it, it's out of here.
And the voice is matching the vibration of the instrument. That's what a lot of people don't understand when they record, and you got to follow the instrument.
Yep.
Yeah. I wanted to switch the topic up for a minute, though, because I know we are guys that is knowledgeable about sports. And I was watching LeBron James and Steve Nash podcast. Have you been watching some of that, fam? Or have you ever watched any of it?
Oh, yeah. He went from, he started off with JJ Redick, and then came in when JJ became the coach. He brought on Steve Nash.
Steve Nash ain't coaching nowhere right now, is he?
Nope.
You know what's interesting? The basketball podcast is crazy. It's three of them that I've been tapped in with. Gilbert Arenas, Carmelo.
That's one of my favorites.
Carmelo Anthony's 7 p.m. in Brooklyn. And they just did the Katt Williams. We just played some clips from that. And the LeBron James and Steve Nash, because they be talking about the intricacies of the game and stuff like that. Kevin Durant took a shot at Jordan on this too, that I think was nasty.
Did he?
When they was talking about longevity, he said that Mike played and he wanted to go play baseball, and then he came back for the love of the game. He was celebrating Bron because Bron had played 22 years in the game, though. But a lot of people may not have lived. Kevin Durant probably was too young around that time to understand how devastated Michael was when his father died. His father got murdered, really. It wasn't just death like that, just by natural causes and stuff. So I think that played a part in his decision of wanting to walk away from the game momentarily. But, you know, this Jordan and LeBron comparison, to me, to be honest, it got to stop. It got to stop, fam. I know people monetizing it. You know, that's what they doing. They monetizing the dysfunction. Like people have started monetizing the Drake and Kendrick beef. People monetizing black culture, always talking about racial topics and stuff. But these are two totally different individuals. I look at LeBron as the best player ever, the best athlete of all time. Jordan played in a different era, a different style of basketball. He is great in his own right at winning and willing himself to win. That's the greatness that I see from Mike, fam, is him willing himself to championships when he wasn't actually the best player on the court. He just willed himself through the wins and all of that. But during this podcast, Kevin Durant talked about his time at Brooklyn and stuff like that. And his time at Brooklyn was interesting because how many years did he play there, fam?
I think 3, 2 or 3. You know who was his coach, right?
Steve Nash.
Yep.
For the whole 3
While he was
years?
Yeah. Probably was. I think so. Was he? No. Not the whole tender, no. But he was the coach.
Leaving Golden State to build that roster in Brooklyn, fam. With James Harden, Kyrie Irving. They had Buddy with that big old afro out there, too. I forgot his name. That was
Jared Allen.
Jared Allen. They had a roster. Was that a failed tenure there to you?
Yeah, it was because, I mean, despite injuries, I think they would have did their thing.
Mm-hmm.
But a fail is a fail. An F is an F.
Yeah.
Regardless of how you look at it, you know, you're a superstar. Mm-hmm. You're an all-star. You one of the greats.
Yeah.
You considered one of the best in the league. We watched LeBron James do it year after year after year after year.
So was that the turning point in his career, the Brooklyn Nets season? Then after that, he been in, I got the hat on, the Suns. Now he's at the Houston Rockets with the young boys. It's about up, ain't it? It's over. Would you?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's about over.
I agree. Let me get into the conversation, man. Let's get to it.
Man, that shit was...
I think we had a 3-star roster. You know, the cap, his team 3 stars, played 16 games together.
We balled out every game we played together.
You know, that's one. You know, you could go down the list and add all these things, and for me, I end up feeling like I'm making excuses. The reality is, from my perspective, I feel a little bit like I let everyone down, but then I realized there was so much to me, and I just wish I had more of a chance to develop as a coach.
I think so too. I just think your hands were tied too many times. You had to be a principal more so than anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just couldn't like inject your basketball. You know what I'm saying? Just everything that you have basketball. I didn't feel like you could inject that into everybody in the way that we all envisioned. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the distractions, COVID, injuries. More than anything, I think it's injuries. Sure. I feel like we had a good chance to win that first year.
But we were injured. James shouldn't have been playing. He was on one leg. Kai was out. Hurt. Jeff Green was in and out.
Yeah. So I think more than anything, I think we had a great chance to win it. That year I stepped on the line, but yeah, it's just
it's life.
Some shit happens that way, man. Like, right. But I don't think that should be an indictment on anybody. It's just like people don't understand context, though, man. And what truly happens and how you need to really be connected as a group. Like, they just looked at the names and thought it's supposed to be perfect.
And people always think like you said, without context, but also they want to come in over the top and say, they didn't do it, they didn't do this, they didn't do that. I think for guys like that go every day, like our approach to our routines, it's war.
Every day.
We're not afraid to lose.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So when we lose, it doesn't work out. We're not at home and everyone's like, they're killing. We don't think about that, right? We think about like taking on the chin. Let's get ready for whatever the next war is, right?
We're going putting our boots back on the next year. Like, that's always been a mentality, but.
When is it up for KD, LeBron, and Steph Curry? Who will be the first to retire from them 3 guys?
LeBron. LeBron, he been playing too damn long. He got way more mileage than they do. And he's still jumping, and he's still playing. That boy's finna be 41.
I don't know. Do you think he want to stay until Bryce get in the league?
No, Savannah won't allow it. Savannah want his ass at home. Whatever wife say, wife goes. Period.
Oh, you believe in that guy? Happy wife, happy life.
I don't believe in happy wife, happy life, but I know them two are like this.
Yeah.
And as much as he say he's not able to do his job if it wasn't for his wife. He pushes her to the front. He bigs her up like, hey, I'm not able to do what I need to do because My wife take care of home so much. She makes sure my schedule is right. She makes sure I'm able to do what I need to do. I'm available when I'm available. I do what I need to do in order for me to maximize this and what I got going on.
Yeah.
My wife.
Fact.
And I applaud that, bro.
Yeah.
I applaud that 110%, you know, because you got somebody like Drake trying to throw salt in the game. A little bitch. because somebody else is married and you, bro, you like, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I think LeBron is going to retire before anything. But I don't think LeBron's going to be in a Laker jersey too much longer. If anything, he'll probably get traded.
To the Cavs.
No. He ain't going to go to the Cavs.
He going to go to the Knicks.
No, he going to go to San Antonio.
That would be hella interesting. But I think that, I don't want to say this about LeBron because it's going to sound like hate. Let them young boys flourish without you because you're going to want the ball and start and need this and that.
See, but here's the thing. LeBron understands that he's going to have to take the back seat, which he ain't going to have a problem with taking the back seat. What's going to piss him off is the fact that he take the back seat and motherfuckers don't know what they doing. That would piss me off.
Yeah.
You know, I'm taking the back seat and I ain't trying to start no commotion, but my leadership have shown that I can do it. I can get you there. We can get there together. Just, I don't want to play 35 minutes a game.
25.
Give me 28.
Yeah.
25.
Yeah.
You know, I don't need to play that much. You know?
And San Antonio is the place that started the players, you know what I mean, receiving time off and taking low minimum. Yeah, Pop. Yeah. Kawhi Leonard and Pop. They started that down there in San Antonio.
Bro, you remember they got fined because they didn't Tony Parker, Ginobili, or Tim Duncan didn't play in one game.
Yeah.
And he got fined because you know, so
Pop felt it more important to rest his players than than to play them at that time. And I'm fine with that though, and I think that was a good thing, but it is a happy medium because fans do pay a premium ticket to go see them games, and to miss out on seeing the stars play is a thing. We're going to listen to the last song on the Tiny Desk and finish the last topic. Then we up off of this thing, guy, man. I highly appreciate your time, my brother, man.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Every time.
Always.
Let's get to it.
Whoa, 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 we just grinding. Whoa, 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 we just grinding. Where my money makers at? Grinding. Where my money makers at? Grinding. Where my money makers at? Grinding. Whoa, whoa, patty cake, I'm the baker's man. I bake them cakes as fast as I can, and you could tell by how my bread stack up. Then disguise it as rap so the feds back up. Watch it, like my whip, like my chick topless. Doing the $1.6 with me in the cockpit. Grinding, cousin, I got holes for a dozen. Even 11.5, if I see you keep it coming in my way, that's just as heavy as my name. So much dough, I can't swear I won't change. Excuse me if my wealth got me full of myself. Cocky, something that I just can't help. Especially when them 20s are spinning like windmills and the ice 32 below minus the wind chill. Filthy, the word that best defines me. I'm just grinding, man. Y'all never mind me. Whoa, 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 whoa. We just grinding. Whoa, 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 whoa. We just grinding. Where my money makers at? Grinding. Where my money makers at? Grinding. Where my money makers at? Grinding. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sing along, y'all. You know what I keep in the line in. Niggas better stay in line when you see a nigga like me shining. We just grinding. Okay, grinding. You know what I keep in the line in. Niggas better stay in line when you see a nigga like me shining. We just grinding. We go grinding. You know what I keep in the line in. Niggas better stay in line when you see a nigga like me shining. We just grinding. Hey, hey, come on, yeah, 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 come on, yeah, yeah.
All right, that's classic, bro.
That was that's my first time watching that. I've listened to the album and the interviews and everything, but that's my first time watching that. And that was, like you said, that may be one of the best Tiny Desk, even without the live instrumentation. Now, when I listen back to that grinding beat, I really can tell it's all tech. It's not no real. That's yeah. It's just drums and a whole bunch of technology stuff in that. That beat. It's no real saxophone.
That's for real mind, bro. Like that dude's mind is crazy.
Yeah,
his mind is crazy, bro. Like,
yeah. I salute to them boys, man. For real. Salute to them boys, man. That was a hell of a performance, a hell of an album they just released, a hell of a rollout, a hell of a run that they've been doing on these podcasts and these radio stations and platforms. They bringing hip hop to a place to where I want to see the real spitters come. I know, my fault. Nas is releasing 7 artists from Mass Appeal Records. Raekwon the Chef next. Ghostface coming after that. They just released the Slick Rick album. I'm looking forward to the Big L album, the Mobb Deep album, and then at the end of the year they're gonna release the Nas album. And I'm looking forward to
holy shit. Bro, that's gonna be crazy. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. We getting some music. Thank you.
now we got one. We almost running up on the 2-hour mark, guy. I want to get you out first so you can live life and enjoy the rest of your Sunday, fam. But I want to know what you think about this because we was just on sports, and this sport has been in a weird place for a while, and I just want to know what's your thoughts about this.
Boxer booked. Gervonta Davis is accused of assaulting his ex-girlfriend. The champion fighter is now facing a domestic violence charge, and this was not his first run-in with the law. Local 10's Roy Ramos live now outside the jail in West Miami-Dade with where he just bonded out moments ago. Roy.
Calvin, that charge he's facing is battery with domestic violence. He was being held on a $10,000 bond, a bond that he has posted. We have been waiting for him to walk out of the Turner Guilford Night Center throughout the day, and as you mentioned, he just walked out. I want to take you to video to show you this bizarre turn of events. I have been covering suspects bonding out of jail here for several years. I can tell you that this is a first for me because as Davis was walking out of the Turner Guilford Night Center, he had 3 corrections officers surrounding him, not really allowing reporters to get close to him to ask him questions. That said, I did ask those questions as to his allegations. He is accused of striking his ex-girlfriend, the mother of his children. I asked him about those charges. He refused to answer our questions. You are looking at the mugshot of professional and well-known boxer, 30-year-old Gervonta "Tank" Davis. He was arrested by Miami Beach police early this morning on a warrant for his arrest following an alleged incident that happened in June on Father's Day. In the arrest report we obtained, it states Davis arrived to pick up his children from his ex-girlfriend's Doral home and during that process struck her in the back of the head. An investigator said he then proceeded to slap her on the right side of the face, resulting in a minor laceration to the inner area of her lip. Police said the victim was treated at Baptist Hospital where officers responded, but Davis was nowhere to be found. 4 weeks later, and Miami Beach police would arrest him. Hey, Devontae, what do you have to say about the charges against you? Unfortunately, this is not the first time Davis had made headlines for his run-ins with the law involving domestic violence. I tried to speak with him back in 2022 as he bonded out of the Broward County Jail for allegedly hitting his ex-girlfriend outside of his Parkland home, causing injuries to her face. Did you punch that woman in the face? In 2020, he was seen on video grabbing his ex-girlfriend by the throat at a celebrity basketball game. While Davis is known for his fights in the ring, it is his fight with the law that he is facing off with once again. And because Davis just bonded out of the Turner Guilford Night Center just moments ago, we are now planning on reaching out to Miami-Dade Corrections to find out if this is new protocol with their corrections officers as suspects bond out, or was this just preferential treatment?
I'm tired, guy. I'm tired.
Shit, me too. Like, bro, at some point, you gotta check your ego and check your temper and check yourself, because if you can't control yourself, they will control you. Yeah. I'm talking about these women.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, bro, if you gotta send your mama over there to get them kids, send your mama over there to get them kids.
Facts.
Stop putting yourself in these predicaments to where you getting into these altercations with your baby mama based on your kid for your kid. I know why.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, you're emotional. You're emotional, but also you got to think about the kids, bro. You got to think about, what you got ahead of you, bro. You finna fight. You got shit going on.
You got $1 billion.
You're not in any type of you have to think about yourself and your future when you making these moves and doing this thing, because you can lose it all in a snap of a finger.
I'm tired, guy. That's all I can say, man. I'm tired. Like last week, it was Ben McLemore.
Oh.
The week before that, it was Fat Joe. With the flying of young girls out getting BBLs. The week before that, everybody was talking about Diddy for 2 years and all of the stuff that he had going on. I'm tired, guy. Like
it is. You heard about the Shannon Sharp, bro? Shannon Sharp, the lawyer that filed the lawsuit on him didn't even show up to court.
And that was Tony Busby, the same guy that has been doing the things with Jay-Z and Diddy and all of that. And Vlad just checked him. I don't stand with Vlad.
I seen it. I seen it.
He said, you ain't won none of your cases. You just putting cases on people that is frivolous. I'm tired, guy. Niggas gonna have to, individuals is gonna have to learn how to control their horny, learn how to control their emotions. You build these multi-million-dollar empires and you lose it all because you can't control your feelings, emotions, and your hormones.
Yep.
Something has to stop.
You're right.
Guy, I appreciate your time, man. Thank you every time
appreciate
you
bro.
on the platform. Hell of a
always,
show.
Man.
Hell of a show. We gone, fam.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it.
Yep.
The Trevor Jackson Podcast.